We're in Lago di Como. We are riding out of Il Perlo panorama. We're about partway up the climb to Madonna del Ghisallo. We're gonna head up to the top, check out the climb, check out the church, and keep going around Como. Got a good little itinerary today. All right, let's go. How is the fit? Good?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
The position seems good.
Yeah.
Seems.
Looks good.
So we are located about an hour's drive north of Milan at Lake Como. So this ride takes us in a clockwise direction around this chunk of land here. Como is down here, Bellagio is right up here. And running down the center of this kind of chunk of land is a spine of mountains. And there's a lot of good climbing here. There's some really steep climbs like the Sormano, which they use in Giro di Lombardia. So the climb started up on the Ghisallo, which is right over here, and goes past the Madonna del Ghisallo church, and then descends all the way down to here. And here's where we start to bottom out on the descent, and we start to do a bit of climbing back up here around the bottom end. We've been using the Civiglio as one of the final climbs in the Giro di Lombardia for several years now, and depending on the year, they'll take it from two different directions, either coming up the way I ended up doing it, or they'll come up out of Como, and then do a little loop around here, taking in a couple other climbs before they finish. What happened was, by the time we got there, it was well on lunchtime, and I was really getting excited about having a pizza by Lake Como. We decided to basically climb up the back of the climb and descend down the front. It's about 5 kilometers long, average grade's around 10%. It's a nice little climb. The top of the Civiglio. Last couple of kilometers on this thing were actually a lot harder than I thought. Some sore legs. This is a tough little climb. But the nice thing is, we're at the top. This part we go to Bulnate. It's the top of the hill to Como. There is a funicolare. right, after lunch and a tasty pizza, we ride back on up the lake, and this is 30 kilometers of rolling hills, pretty gentle stuff. The road is small, there's a bit of traffic on it. I got stuck behind a couple of vehicles here and there. Nothing serious, nothing to really worry about, and nothing to deter you from wanting to do the ride. The best part of this thing is the scenery is fantastic. This lake is beautiful, beautiful homes, tons of history around here, and a really great place to visit. And speaking of visiting, of course, the place to stay is Il Perlo Panorama, which is a fantastic hotel. I've been going there for years. I think I first wrote about it in 2004, 2005 was when I actually first visited there. I've been back many times since. I know Carlo, the owner, really well now because I've stayed there so many times. And it's definitely the place to stay at. It is the best bike hotel on the lake. And he's done a lot of work renovating and upgrading the hotel since I was first there. It's actually rated as a 2-star hotel, but it's punching way above its weight. It's definitely much closer to a 3-star. Kitchen is excellent. I had an excellent dinner there. Breakfast is fantastic. The views out to the lake are outstanding. And it's just a small, really great little hotel where they really look after you. He's got a great bike shop and set up downstairs where you can bring your bike and have it worked on before you ride, or you can use one of the bikes that they have in their stable. They're working with Hirsch Bikes from Italy, which does custom, handmade, hand-built carbon fiber bikes. So they've got stable road bikes. They've got some e-mountain bikes in there. So there's basically something for everybody. So there's lots to choose from, and there's basically no reason not to go up there because it is a fantastic part of the world. All right, PEZ fans, well, there you have it. That is one of my favorite rides around the Lake Como area, from the Hotel Il Perlo, climbing up to the Ghisallo, the Madonna del Ghisallo church, a museum up there, which is a really fantastic experience. I'm going to try and do a little something on that coming up in another video. The descent from there down to the bottom of the Civiglio is really, really fantastic. 20, 25 kilometers, cruising. It is a great one. The climb over the Civiglio, yeah, a little nastier than I have remembered it. First time I did this back in 2010, it was a good climb back up. And then really the fun part is getting that descent, except for the cars, down to pizza and lunch in Como. And then a nice easy ride back up the lake. It's actually not as easy as I remember it, but all in all, a really great 80-kilometer loop. That little kicker of a couple of kilometers back up to hotel is gonna make the relaxing at the hotel worth it afterwards. Views are fantastic. The host, Carlo, is amazing. It's a great place to stay. Check it out. Check out the riding, and let me know how it goes for you out there. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time here on PEZ.